Most of this land hasn't even come close to its potential of what it could do. Back when Mother Nature managed this area, her grazing pressure was probably twice what it is today, if not even more. But she grazed it in the most massive rotational graze you ever seen, and companion grazed at the same time with the deer and the antelope and the elk. And you know, we had elk here before man ran them off. And she rotated graze with these massive herds of herbivores or buffalo, and they moved through, and they might not be back that year at all, or they might be back in the fall. So not only does the mouth do a lot of good, the hoof does a tremendous lot of good. And you got to have hoof action to correct some things, like erosion and stuff like that. If you drive a big enough herd of buffalo over a, say, an 18-inch straight up and down drop off erosion bank, when they got done, it was beveled. Nothing grows on it straight up and down bare bank, but weeds will grow on a beveled bank. And the next thing came in was the weeds, and then the grass encroached back in on the weed. The hoof is really way more important than anybody gives it any credit to. So. We were talking about the guy that came back to the ranch. I was born and raised in the city. I wasn't born and raised on a ranch. My folks both got pulled off the farms for World War II and never went back. So I came in with more of an open mind, because I never had it instilled into me, this is the way we do it, son. So I came into it a lot more open-minded with no land base at all. So I had to start from scratch and figure out how to cash flow things. And I took standard stocking rates and didn't change anything. I just threw all the 6 different pastures into one herd and started rotating. So my stocking rate didn't change. Just how I grazed it changed. And then each year I added 5% a year, and I don't know when I'll ever quit. And it made more sense back in the 90s to, best way to increase cash flow was to increase stocking rate by sweating a little more instead of just spending money and buying more land. That's how we kind of got started. So it's always been a little bit of a different attitude.
And we've never been closed-minded.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll still, from people throughout the U.S. that come in and talk about their great intense rotational grazing methods, we'll still go to all those meetings and meet with them and kind of bounce some ideas off of. A lot of their methods won't work on native grass, but in some of their methods still will. So it's not like we ever sit down and say, all right, we know everything. I mean, every year we learn something new or try something different.
One of the things I've always said, the day you quit learning is the day they plant you. Grazing grass is kind of like breaking colts to ride. If you have a guy that tells you he's never been bucked off a colt or he's never done anything wrong grazing grass, 90% of the time they're lying to you, or they have never done it. Because sometime or another you're going to make a mistake. It's realizing that you made the mistake, realizing the factors that came to play to cause that mistake, and then remembering it, trying not to have it happen again.
I think that kind of sets us a little bit apart too, because there's been times when we've done grazing tours and we pull up to a patch that we've bluntly made a mistake on, and we make it apparent to people that are there. This is what we did, this is what we did wrong, and this is the effect of it. There's a lot of people that are out there that they're not going to take you to their mistakes. They're going to take you to what was really successful for them. And we try to hit all aspects of it, try to be real world about it.
You're never too big to do it, and you're never too little to do it. You can do everything we're doing on a 20,000 acre ranch, and you can do everything we're doing on a 5 acre ranchette. It's just a smaller scale.